Hi everyone, good evening, good evening, good evening. Trust we're all doing great, and it is with great pleasure that I'm welcoming you to the week 3 of the virtual assistant boot camp. I would love to say congratulations to you for making it this far. You've done so well for yourself, and I'm happy for you. So, this week we'll basically talk about the customer support excellence and launching your virtual assistant career. So this night we'll be talking about everything customer support. Then on Saturday by 11 a.m. we go we dive right into launching your virtual assistant career. So today you would basically learn how to communicate with customers, handle different difficult situations, use helpdesk tools, and also create support templates that would make you look like a professional that you are. And by the end of today's class, you will have the confidence to actually take on customer support, roles or tasks for your clients. So right now I will be sharing my screen. I'll be sharing my screen. So I welcome everyone once again to Module 7, which is the customer support module. And just as I said earlier, today we are going to, we'll be going deeper into two powerful areas, which is understanding the heart of customer support and learning the tools and the system that supports professionals use on a daily basis. And by the end of this class, this particular class, you would fully understand and be equipped with both the mindset and the technical skills needed to serve customers excellently as a virtual assistant. I mean, to um technical skills and mindset to effectively be a customer support virtual assistant. So let's move on. Let's move on. I'm trying to okay. So what is customer experience? Yeah, we can't talk about customer support without talking about customer experience. And customer experience is simply refers to how a customer feels after interacting with a particular business. So if you're a customer support virtual assistant, you are actually the representative of that business. So the experience the customer gets is solely determined by how you that they have come in contact with, how you actually treated their it might be a complaint, it can be a request, or anything. And every message, every reply, every tiny touch point shapes the feeling of that particular customer. And you might think customer experience is actually maybe a department or like a team or something. No, it's actually the mindset, like the mindset you are giving that customer about your business, about it might be your own business. I mean, when you're interacting with a client, let's say like a client wants to hire you or something, it is the mindset you give them. That is what they would hold on to on the long run. You get about you, about your own business. And as a support I mean, like as a customer support virtual assistant, you are one of the strongest influencer of this customer experience. I said that earlier actually. You are one of like the determinants of how your customer or maybe your client's customer actually feels, you get. So you can see on the slide, I I defined what customer experience is, and also the importance of customer experience, which is for virtual assistants, delivering exceptional customer experience is essential. It directly influences client satisfaction, retention, and the overall success of a VA's career in the competitive market. So that is just like self-explanatory. You don't want to, push your customer away by the um by the experience you give them, or like you give them when they come in contact with you. You get the CX mindset, and why it actually matters. I think I have. Okay. Clients want virtual assistants who will not only reply to customers, but do it in a way that reflects the brand well. That is why when you are being inducted into a particular brand, or like maybe when you are being employed or anything, use any English actually, the number one thing that organization does for you is to cast their vision to you. Why they are casting their vision to you is because they want you to actually reflect the brand well. Anytime you are interacting with their customers, they really want you to reflect their brand well. So when you deliver great customer experience, you become an asset. Such people, the client does not want them to go. Let's even talk about the what's the word now? The corporate world, people working in the bank, people working in the big fours, and all other big companies. When you are good, when you are an asset, they don't want to let you go. They don't want to let you go. So as a customer support virtual assistant, you're not just somebody that is completing tasks. You're actually somebody that should deliver great customer experience to your client's customer. This is how your client comes to, trust you deeply. They come to trust you deeply. And before you can actually, before this mindset is imbibed rather in you, you you need to have some particular attitude or attributes, let me put it that way. So to succeed in support, you need a particular mindset. Number one is patience, number two is empathy, and number three is ownership. That ownership, I think I have actually mentioned it before. You take ownership of your client's business. Do it as like it is yours. Do it as it is yours. Don't treat it in a way that, well, it is for my clients. I'm not, you understand? No. Take your client's business as it is your own business. Another one is empathy. Empathy is basically you putting yourself in, the customer that comes with a complaint or a request or anything. Put yourself in their shoes. Genuinely care, like genuinely care. I wrote something here. Empathy enables virtual assistants to connect with customers on a personal level. That's you being genuine. You're helping them understand their concerns and experiences, which fosters stronger relationships and trust. I can remember when I was still working in a bank, I was a customer support customer, we used to call it customer service representative, yeah. And there was this particular man that whenever he comes, he does not mind even if there are like a lot of people in front of me. He's going to wait. And there was a particular day that my BM walked up to him, and it was like, Ada, this lady is very busy. She will not be able to attend to you. You can, use other CEOs and all of that. The man said no. that because I will actually attend to him in a way like there is no problem he has brought to me that I have not solved. I have not solved. Trust me, this is not even me trying to, be like our parents that they tell us they're always first position in while they were in school. No, no, no. I'm actually being like very, very serious. Very, very serious. So like that customer keeps coming. Like the customer keeps coming. He and there is no two reasons than because he knows that when he gets to me, I will show her empathy. I would, make sure that his complaints are resolved without any stress and all. So as virtual assistants, this is also like a culture we should imbibe and attributes we should have. Empathy. Actually, banking really helped me with my virtual assistant skills. Yes, I was a banker before. I used to work in one of the big banks in Nigeria, and I was a customer. I was really like I was a customer service representative. So it really helped me when I transitioned into virtual assistants because they were like everything that, have been doing before and all of that. So I understand the basics of all of these things. So empathy is like, no, your customer should know, your client's customer rather should not come to you and you're just talking to them anyhow. Like you're not showing empathy towards them, and you should be patient. Yeah, if you want to be a customer support representative, anything customer relationship, you have to be patient. It is very, very crucial. There is no two way. It is very, very crucial. Patience is crucial in customer support, allowing virtual assistants to listen actively and respond thoughtfully, ensuring that customers feel valued and understood throughout their interaction. So patience, empathy, ownership. These three attributes, please, or these three mindsets, please, they are very, very important. So moving on to the next slide. How the impact a virtual assistant significantly enhances customer experience by providing timely responses, personalized support, and proactive problem solving. Their dedication and professionalism foster trust and satisfaction among clients, creating lasting relationships. So when you represent your client's brand well, what you are basically doing is that you are fostering trust. Trust. That is it. You are helping them to actually, um, to you are helping your clients to actually gain the trust of his or her customers. Imagine that you are rude to a particular client a particular day. The next day you are rude to another one. Like 3 days in a row, you are rude. You've been rude to like 3 or 4 customers. Ah, no, that's like you running down the business of the person you are, working with. And this is not good for business. This is not good for business. So as a VA, you have an impact. You have an impact. As a customer support VA, you have an impact. You have an impact on your customers, on your client's brand, on your client's brand. What you do to their customers determines how their customers see their business. Yes. So tone in communication. Okay, before we talk about tone, I would also say that as a virtual assistant, your attitude becomes the brand's attitude. If you are rude, the brand is rude. If you are warm, the brand is also warm, like feels warm. Customer would not say the VA was rude. No, they will say the business was rude. Like they are going to, the way we drag banks now, when their customer service representative or anybody from the bank does anyhow to the way we actually drag them. We will not say that person. We do not say, oh, so person that attended to me at so bank or like an app or something you are going to say Kuda people, they are this. Mind you, Kuda, not I'm just Kuda just came to my mind and to my mouth. We are going to mention the brand. So customer will not say the VA. They will not mention you. They are going to mention the business. You get. So you should actually know that you carry the brand's voice. You carry the brand's voice. Now let's move to tone in communication. Understanding the impact of the tone you give while you are communicating with your client customer. Your tone is like the most powerful tool. Tone isn't about what you say, but how you say it. Tone is not about what you say, it's about how you actually say it. You can be angry and you still communicate your anger in a very polite way. Or like you can be dissatisfied with something and you still communicate that dissatisfaction in a very polite way. So your tone needs to be warm, calm, respectful, confident, and friendly. Even if the customer is upset, you stay in control by keeping the tone steady and reassuring. You should not say, because the customer shouted on you or the customer spoke to you in a particular way, you are going to give it back to the customer. You are harming the brand that you are representing if you do that. And it does not portray you as a professional as well. It does not portray you as a professional. So a professional support tone has to be clear, respectful, and tailored to the customer's need, helping to foster trust and understanding in every conversation. You see that I've been mentioning a particular word since we started this class, and it is trust. At the end of the day, you are working towards trust, trust, trust. So what are the professional support tone characteristics? A good support tone has, a few key features, and number one is calm. It has to be calm. It has to be simple, polite, friendly, clear, concise. You're not writing for the sake of writing. You're writing to help. You are, You're not talking for the sake of, okay, you just talking. You're actually talking to help. Because as a VA, there are sometimes that it is through chatting, it is chat support that you would converse with your client's customer. And there are sometimes it is through communication. So both ways, both ways, both ways, please. It has to communicate help. And the end goal is trust, to foster trust. Don't let us forget that, to foster trust. So the next slide, we'll be talking about empathy in communication. Empathy in communication. So actually, communication is a very broad topic in virtual assistance. If we start today, in fact, we can still go on for like 4 weeks and we're still talking about communication. But these are like the major things I would really, really want you to um really, really want you to take note of. Empathy in communication. And we'll just talk about key phrases to enhance customer interaction. Key phrases to enhance customer interaction. These key phrases show customers you genuinely care. That is just it. They just want to see that you are um you are you are genuine in your care. Saying phrases like thank you for your patience, saying phrases like Oh, I completely understand how this feels. However, then you go ahead to prefer a solution to their problem. You just telling them that, oh, I'm here to help you with this, I'm here to help you. How may I be of service to you? Like it just gives them that, they're just happy that you actually genuinely care. Putting yourself in their shoes, you saying something like, I totally understand how you feel, but at this moment we're having a service downtime. Like he's not the network is down. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to hear that anybody that I train like spoke like that to their clients, customers. No, 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 no. So empathy actually softens even the toughest situation. You see, all those what do they call them? Is it errant customers or something? If you are like genuine empathy, it's going to soften them. They might be shouting from I'm actually using the idea from working in the banking hall to give you instances. There's some people that will just barge into the banking hall and they'll start shouting, give me my money, this, that. In that kind of situation, it is only empathy that can help you. You cannot also give them the way they are giving you. Nǹkan máa bàjẹ́. So sorry for my non-speaking Yoruba. I meant like things we get spoiled, like a lot of things will become unmendable. You get? So you have to show empathy. You have to show empathy. Phrases like sharp calm down should not be coming from you. That I know some people that any small thing are like, calm down now. There are some people that calm down is going to offend them. Or they come and tell you this, and you're saying that I have told you this before. No, no, no. Or you're telling them you should have read the instruction. Oh, there are instructions on the clinic, on maybe a template or something. You should have read it. No, you don't avoid that. You don't use phrases like that. You have to avoid those kind of phrases, like dismissive phrases. Yes, that's the word. Is here on my screen. See, phrases to avoid dismissive phrases like that's not my problem. Phrases like I have told you before, or phrases like that's not my job. No, 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 no. Even if it is not your job, it should not come out from your mouth that it is not your job. This kind of phrases can alienate customers. Instead, you have to thrive to maintain a supportive tone that demonstrates commitment to their needs. So these are things that we should, take note of. Handling difficult customers. Let me quickly brush in on that. Difficult customers are part of the job. You are going to, as a customer support person, you are going to meet a lot of difficult customers. That one is like constant. Yes. But your emotional control is your superpower. You don't react, you respond. Most of us, we actually listen to react. That's even like a general thing. Most of us, we listen to react. We don't listen to respond. But if as soon as you are in this role, you have to listen to respond. You don't take things personally. You have to stay professional. Don't bring personal issues and come and transfer aggression or something. You have to stay professional at all time. At the end of the day, as a customer support VA, your goal is to help the customer feel heard while guiding them back to a solution. That is your primary aim. You don't have any other aim. Your aim is not that you want to win. No, you want to win that customer, or because you mean a particular customer, you're feeling you. I have to win you. I'll win you in this argument. No, your goal is actually to help the customer feel heard while you are, helping them to get their problems solved, helping them to get their problems solved. So we'll be talking about, different strategies. This strategy is ACE, acknowledge the customer's concern, clarify the problem, and execute the solution. So this is a strategy that you can use as a customer support um, um, personnel. You can use the ACE conflict resolution framework, like ACE. And the number one is acknowledge their feelings. Don't say, I have told you before. I totally understand how you feel. Clarify the problem, ask them questions so that you can fully understand what they are trying, like the problem they are really, really having. Don't assume. When they complain, you can reiterate what they said so that you both are on the same page. That's you clarifying the problem, then you execute the solution. This simple structure keeps you grounded and prevents escalation. Yes, it just is very straightforward. Acknowledge that, oh, there's a problem. And you should also like empathize with them, acknowledge their feeling, clarify the problem, be on the same page with them, be sure that you understand what they are complaining about, then you prefer a solution, execute a solution to their problem. So great support message. Great support, like the structure of a great support message. So we have key elements of effective communication. I actually said it that if we start talking about communication, we might not even exhaust it in 4 weeks. Is actually very, very broad. But I'll try as much as possible to just, talk about the key things. So the best customer replies is just as I've said earlier, you acknowledge. So when they come to you for a request, an order, complaint, anything, acknowledge first, then you give answer, you give clear steps. That's where clarity comes in. Is essential in support message. Ensure that your language is straightforward. Avoid being unnecessarily being prolonging things unnecessarily. Avoid jargon or complex terms to facilitate easy understanding for the customer. Offer help, then you close politely. Following this structure just makes you a professional. Like it portray you as someone that is highly, highly professional. Highly professional. Let's also talk about conciseness. Conciseness helps the recipient grasp the message quickly. Keep your messages brief and focused, eliminating unnecessary details while still conveying all important information clearly. It's not only that you should, be clear. You should also be concise, be precise, say exactly. Yoruba will say koko, like say the exact thing. You don't have to, go to like say on unnecessary things just to avoid being misunderstood. You get good versus bad replies. Good versus bad replies. Understanding effective customer support responses. So when let's say someone comes to you and they tell you something, they obviously maybe did not do it well. You will not tell them that you didn't follow the process now. That's not what you tell them. Instead, you say, let me guide you through the correct process. You don't throw things at them, like you confronting them or attacking them with, and you didn't know that this is not just let me guide you through the correct process. Or you tell them, we can't help you with that. I can't help you with that. No. Even if there is seemingly no solution at that point in time, you still say that, oh, here is what I can do to assist you for now. Like, let them know that, okay, it is for now. It is not like the it's not like the entire solution. This is still what you can do. So on my screen, I have the right approach, the wrong approach, and the constructive feedback. So a supportive reply acknowledges the customer's issue, offers solution, and encourages further dialogue, ensuring the customer feels valued and understood throughout the interaction. The wrong approach is that you are giving them a dismissive response, just like saying you didn't follow the process. A Let me explain what the wrong approach is. A dismissive response overlooks the customer's concern, uses technical jargon, and fails to provide helpful information, leaving the customer confused and frustrated with their experience. It's just someone coming to you. The person obviously did not go through the right process, and you are still putting into the person's face that you didn't do the right thing. Like, you're not helping. It is a very, very wrong approach. Instead, you tell them, let me guide you through the correct process. Then a constructive feedback is offering constructive criticism, which allows virtual assistants to learn and grow in their roles, enhancing their communication skills and improving future customer interaction for better overall services. So it's better to actually, um, learn how to give constructive feedbacks, constructive criticism is better than you going through this dismissive response. Is a very wrong approach. So we'll talk about writing rules. Writing rules. So when you are writing as a VA, you might have to do a lot of responses on any of the communication platforms, and while you are writing, make sure your message is simple, short, and clear. As a support virtual assistant, you are not writing an essay. Your message needs to be short, clear, direct, and helpful. That was what I explained while we were talking about conciseness. Sure, it has to be short, concise, short, precise, clear, and helpful. Use simple English. Avoid using big grammar, especially if it's not like you're in a place where you are talking to a layman and you are using unnecessary big English. No, you don't need that. It's going to put you in trouble. Yes, it's actually going to put you in trouble. So your messages must be simple, short, and clear. Simple, short, and clear. Mistakes. Number one is tone. Ignoring the importance of tone. Clarity, using unnecessary jargons instead of you just being straightforward, simple, concise, clear, and helpful. Responsiveness, failure to respond in time. So when your clients, customers are messaging you, or even your clients, as you as a brand, you as a virtual assistant, your client is your customer. So this thing, everything that I've been saying this from the beginning of this class is two ways. I'm talking to you as a brand, to your customer, which is your client, and also you as a virtual assistant to your client, which you are the representative of your client's brand. You get? So responsiveness is also something that you have to respond on time, and empathy, putting yourself in their shoes, showing genuine care. You get? Support message, rewriting activity. Okay, so this is just like an activity. If it was a physical class, it would have been easy to just um okay, but let me just still say this message. Why is my order late? Have been waiting and nobody has told me anything. Rewrite it using the structure and tone we just, learned. Rewrite it. So I will be in the comment section to just see what everyone is writing. So now let's move to the next, which is module 8. That was module 7. This is module 8, and we'll be talking about tools and system, you use as a customer support virtual assistant. Understanding help desk platforms and their importance. So the tools that customer support VAs use are generally called help desk. Like, they are generally called help desks. So on my screen, I have streamlined customer interaction, effectively centralized support inquiries in one place, enhance collaboration among support teams. So this is what these help desk tools actually help to do. So let me still go over what Helpdesk platforms do. They organize customer messages, they track conversations, they assign tickets. We'll still talk about tickets in this class. Store customer history, automate responses, reduce mistakes. A support VA must learn to use at least one, though it depends on the one your clients uses. And when they even employ you, they will actually put you through one or two things, even if you know how to use it before. Different people with the way they want their business to be handled. So number one help desk platform that we'll be talking about is Zendesk. You can see it on the screen. Zendesk is a help desk platform. It's user-friendly interface for support teams, integrates with multiple third-party tools, customizable ticketing system for efficiency. Zendesk is the big one, and most established companies actually use it. It is structured, highly organized, and perfect for teams. If you master Zendesk, you instantly become more employable. So they are saying that on your CV, if you have Zendesk on it, you are very employable and you're a customer support person, you are very employable. But me, I do actually advise that people learn almost all. Yes. So there is also Freshdesk, which is beginner friendly. It has multi-channel support for seamless communication. Automation tool is enhanced efficiency, which enhances efficiency. So this on Freshdesk, you can automate. You cannot automate. Automation is just basically, you having system do quite a lot of things for you. You don't have to do things manually. It does it. So let me read. The dashboard is simple and intuitive. Most small businesses use Freshdesk because it's easier to learn compared to Zendesk. And I think another thing about Freshdesk is that the free version has a lot of free features that small businesses can still, beginners can still use, unlike Zendesk. Zendesk is actually the one that all these big companies use. Yes, they use Zendesk a lot. But for Freshdesk, you can still, just explore and, get familiar with the tool Then we also have Intercom. Intercom. Intercom is perfect for companies that prefer live chats. Yes. So, this can I see examples of companies that actually prefer live chats? Kuda, I know Kuda uses live chats. GigPay also uses live chats. And quite a number of, these companies, they use live chat. So they are saying Intercom is what they use. So now I said we'll talk about tickets. So ticket is just basically okay, let me just read. A clear support line for quick identification. It will have on a ticket, you have customer details for personalized services, issue description with relevant context, status update for visibility, assigned team member for accountability. So tickets are actually a feature in all of these tools that we've just mentioned. So I can remember then while we're in bank, that's the most what's it called, familiar experience that I can actually use to explain. I've not worked as a customer support VA, but I have worked as a customer support in a bank. So when a customer come, I would not, say the exact name. We have our own help desk as well. And you just go, you log in, you create a ticket. So that ticket is just basically like a form, the way you fill manual forms, but this one is now in the tool, in the system. So you create the system, you fill the person's name, the person's details. In the case of a bank, the person's name, the person's BVN, the person's account number, everything that has to do with the person's account. Then you put the description, like the issue. What is the person? What issue is the person having? Okay, I was debited without initiating any, or I was debited excessively. Like, you just explain what the person is going through. Status update for visibility. So we mentioned that in Intercom, yes, Intercom has automation. Like, you can integrate, you can automate on Intercom. So the way it is, when you log the ticket, when it is being you automatically get the status update of the ticket. You don't have to even go back and be no, you automatically get updates. So that's what he's trying to say. Yes, status update for visibility. And also, a team member is going to be assigned to that particular ticket. It's just for accountability, so that when the ticket is taking too long to, maybe the computer is malfunction, a machine is not 100% efficient. Maybe when the computer has not, attended to that particular issue or something, the person is the person that they would, reach out to. What a support ticket looks like. So I think I just even explain that is in my notes. I say, well, what a support ticket looks like. A support ticket contains customer's name, issue reported, message history, internal notes, status, and priority level. Tickets help you track every customer conversation properly. Yeah. So now we'll talk about ticket statuses, understanding and managing support tickets. So status, there are a lot of status. From open is when you create that ticket, to pending. Obviously, when you submit, it will still be on pending, because nobody would have attended to it. Mind you, I'm actually saying all of these things in a reported way. It is actually you that you are doing all of these things that I am saying. Do you get? It is you that will carry it out. You get? I'm just trying to break it down so that you can, fully understand and grasp. So open, pending, it will move to pending. Then waiting on customer, resolved, and close. That's just like so each status just help your team know what stage the issue is at. That is it. That is it. Handling tickets professionally. So when you are managing tickets, it's just like when you are managing any, customer complaints or anything, you respond quickly. You had in internal notes, like, just let that customer know what is happening at every interval. Keep messages short. Don't go and write too long. No. keep it short. Update the status as well. In cases where you're not using an help desk that can automate, you update the status. You also assign to the right person. Everything on your ticket should remain organized. Organized. Also, under handling tickets, we'll talk about tagging, categorizing, and prioritizing. So properly tagging and categorizing tickets improves workflow efficiency. It allows easy retrieval and analysis of customer issues, enabling more effective responses and follow-up over time. This is just what I have said. As a virtual assistant, tagging is important because it helps you and your team to understand what category the issue belongs to. And also, you should also prioritize, like priority matters, because some issues, like maybe a failed payment, if you are a VA to a financial institution person, somebody in the financial niche, maybe there's a failed payment or access problem or something, it has to be resolved quickly. That is putting priority. You cannot, somebody that has a failed payment and someone that maybe is having issues with account creation, you should not go and be answering that person with account creation before somebody that has a failed payment. No. So you should prioritize. Importance of frequently asked questions. This is also like, you will bear with me, there are a lot of apps that we log into. In fact, businesses now do it. Even people that sell bags or shoes or something, they have frequently asked questions, and it is very, very important, and is a good thing to actually see because it gives them immediate access. When frequently asked question is just like questions that's will that's like 4 people out of 5 people would definitely ask. So if you've already put your frequently asked questions together, it will reduce customer frustration because it has answered common questions immediately. They don't have to reach out to you first. They don't have to reach the customer support before they get those kind of problems solved. So that is why it's very important to actually have frequently asked questions, and they actually save time, they reduce support workload, and give the customer confidence. So you are learning all of these things so that you can suggest it to your clients. It's not enough that because you're a customer support person, you should now know, come up with ideas. So let's say you start working with someone and the person does not have frequently asked questions. Let the person know that, oh, I think we should have frequently asked questions because this will, reduce support workload. And aside that, it will save time and your customers are not even delayed. They get their questions answered ASAP. And a good frequently asked question should include, number one, most asked questions. So let's say you are a bag or any you sell any commodity. One of your frequently asked questions should be your delivery time. So is it 48 hours for a particular location? Then another location it is 72 hours. For another location it is 24 hours. That is not a negotiable question. That should, like, it has to be there because your customers will want to naturally know. So most asked questions have to be there, clear, and you should also have clear and simple answers. Don't confuse them the more. Don't confuse them the more. Then you should have step-by-step process if when needed. So let's say you have a website and it's not easy to actually navigate. You should have like a video that is already talking about how to use your website. Then there should also be contact information on frequently asked questions. So I believe you can see my screen. Immediate access, consistency, then time saving. We've spoken about all of that. Response templates, creating consistency and efficiency in support. So streamlined communication, time saving. Well, you should create templates for, welcome messages, refund replies, shipping updates, troubleshooting, login or access issues. Templates actually make you faster and more professional. Again, I'm saying this, you are learning all of these things so that even when you start working with someone and they don't have it, you actually um, suggest it to them. It's going to help your own work self. Yes, it will help you. It will reduce that support workload from you. Then benefits of having templates and frequently asked questions. Your reply is faster. Your you stay consistent, avoid mistakes, it reduce stress and maintain a professional voice. So clients love virtual assistants who can build this. You see, I have no idea. I didn't even know that I wrote this down. So even if your client does not have all of this, you should suggest it to them. They are going to respect you the more, they will trust you the more. When they see that you are even doing so well, they will retain you. Yes, they will retain you. They will retain you. So I think that will be all for today. There is also a practice, yes, creative frequently asked question, common question, clear answers, support reply, greetings, and resolution. You can decide to practice this. You can decide to just, practice this and, drop it in the classroom. So what are the key takeaways from today's class? Customer experience. Understanding customer experience is crucial for a successful virtual assistant career. Is a successful virtual assistant career. Tone and empathy, very, very important in communication. Conflict resolution, very important. That was when we spoke about handling difficult customers. Support writing, that was when we spoke about how to reply, how to write messages. Clear, concise, straightforward. Ticketing system, that was when we talk about how to log complaints. That's what we call it in bank, logging complaints. Helpdesk tools, we spoke about, we said Zendesk, we have Freshdesk, and we have Intercom. Then we spoke about frequently asked questions and response templates. You now have everything you need to function confidently as a customer support virtual assistant. Yes, I said it. I said it. So if you attend this class, you're already a customer support virtual assistant. Yes. Yeah. Um, so this is where we end this class. Any question, any contribution, anything whatsoever, I'm here to actually, help you scale, help you in your journey to becoming a successful virtual assistant. So without wasting too much of our time, let me just, um, say good night. Yeah, say good night. We can, see in the classroom. And you can go and drop your comments, anything. And also, we've not been, screenshotting and, screenshotting and talking about how the class has been for us on Twitter. I don't know why you people should, talk about the class. Screenshots, talk about the class, tag me, I would repost, I would respond. Yeah, so that will be end of today's class. See you guys. Bye.